Hello everyone. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you just type yes in the Facebook comments? Okay. Hi Philip. Hi Ingshen. Yes, Japua Liao. Okay. Hi Diana. Okay. If you can hear me, just type yes in the on your Facebook comment page. Okay. Okay, hi Ibe. Yes. Yingshen, okay, no, you cannot hear me. If you cannot hear me, then increase the volume of your laptop, okay? There might be something, there might be a problem on your laptop. So increase the volume on your laptop so that we can actually hear you, okay? Hi Wenwei, thanks for coming. Hi Guo Xian. Okay, thanks Cheryl. Hey, hi Cheryl. Oh, hello Auntie. Auntie Nancy, hello. You're here today. Okay, so basically, we're going to start. It's 7:30. Very glad that most of you are here today on time. Really glad that most of you are here early, and I like to praise people who are early because I really feel people who are early are actually the one that are more successful in life. They show up early, they wake up. There's even a club called the 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. club, whereby people just wake up early to go to do what they need to do in life. So I really want to applaud all of you today for being early, and I want to give you my best commitment today. Later, when I'm going to share with you certain concepts, right? Some of you who are here, I'm going to give you something very special if you stay all the way until the very end. Okay, so those of you that are just slowly coming in, I applaud you for being early. Well done. Okay. Number two is this. I realized that successful people in life, they actually take certain action. Okay, whatever they do, they when they get certain new information, they try to replicate out immediately. Okay, the keyword is immediately. And right now we are in this age whereby there is a lot of Zoom webinars and so on. It's not easy to practice. So what is we're gonna do is this, right? I'm gonna encourage you to take certain action to really help yourself in your financial journey. Number one is this, let's say if you have any questions, I want you to type your questions into the Zoom group chat. Okay. Sorry, not Zoom group, in the Facebook comments. Okay. So if you have any questions, just type your questions into the Facebook comments. That is a way whereby things process in your brain. Then after that, your brain actually start to actually get all this information. When you generate all the question, right? Basically, it means you really understand the topic. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Yikai. Okay, so I want you to type out any questions if you have any questions during the seminar. Okay, and during the appropriate times, I will try to reply you as soon as possible. That's number one. Number two is this, I'm going to share a lot of information. In this, a lot of information, right? What is going to happen is I want you to write it down. Okay, so there's a lot of information today. I'm going to talk about how to identify the best saving plan in Singapore. Okay, the best saving plan in Singapore. And for you to identify which is the best in Singapore for yourself, you need to write down certain notes along the way. I want you to practice whatever that you think is useful, write it down. Number three is this. Whenever I ask certain question, whether it's a yes or no, I want you to participate. So that is when I can actually get the energy of you. And when you participate, you actually become more successful. I realize that successful people really participate more. They ask more questions and they write down more notes. Okay. So I want all you guys to be successful in life. Number three is this. Last but not least, right? I just want you guys to do something very special. I realized that for successful people, this is something that they do. Okay, so what they do is they put their phone on silent mode. Okay, this sounds very like but actually I realized that successful people, they remove all kinds of distractions in their life. When they remove their distraction in their life, because when you're focusing on something, when you're about to get certain concepts, suddenly what happened is, your phone rings. You miss the concept suddenly. Okay, so what I want you to do, right, is for now, put your phone aside, silent it. After the 1 hour, you can go back to maybe just using back your phones again. Okay, so I just want you guys to put down your phone, silent it, and we're going to get into the seminar straight. Okay, so if you have understood me so far, I just want you guys to send some love. Just put the love emoji on the Facebook group so that we can actually I can actually see that you have understood this. So a disclaimer, what is going to happen later is I'm going to share with you certain information, certain real life information that you have practical use. All this information are there and it's not a buy or sell recommendation. If I were to mention any, let's say, guaranteed instruments, if you want to purchase any securities or any instrument, if let's say you want to do it, please consult a competent professional in this. Today, I'm just sharing you more about the information today. And next is this. So who is this for basically? So today you're here for a certain purpose, and I want to evaluate every single one of you today because you have actually set aside a certain good period of time in your life. Today is a Wednesday night. Okay, at 7:30 to 9:30, you could really do your own thing. You could watch a movie. You could really spend more time with your loved ones, or but you choose to actually take your personal finance into your own hands. And so I want to share with you today if you are someone who want to choose the best saving account to maximize your interest, this is the thing for you for the next 1.5 hours. Please stay tuned. Number two is this: if you want to identify the 7 guaranteed investment ways in Singapore, okay, this is the webinar for you. And the last but not least is if because you are looking at certain guaranteed instruments, most likely you are someone who is slightly risk adverse. Okay, it's totally all right being risk averse, but we need to understand yourself as a person when you invest. What kind of behavior do you exhibit? Okay, so if you have understood so far, right, just type maximize in the Facebook comment. Okay, type maximize, and we're going to go on. Okay, so I just want to do a little bit of introduction for myself. This is my first webinar using StreamYard. Okay, previously it has always been exclusive for my clients, exclusive on Zoom. But this is the first time in for myself. My clients actually told me that hey, you have a set of very useful information, and they want me to actually bring this information out to the world so that more people can actually benefit from this sharing. So in the past, my sharing used to be a bit more close. The group is slightly tighter. Usually, it's between 10 to 20 people at a cafe, whereby where I'll be sharing them, and there's a lot of interaction. Okay, thanks Diana, thanks eBay for typing maximize. Really want to congratulate you for taking actions. Thanks you Kai as well. So I just want to share with you. This is how I share with my clients. I share with my participants during any topic regarding wealth management. Okay, so next will be some of this, and it actually evolves. Sometimes it's online, and or rather, some most of the time is on when I go to the cafes, I talk to people. But right now, because of COVID-19, we have actually no choice. We have no choice but to really stay at home. And the best way I can actually bring this information out to you guys, right, is actually through a webinar. So my first ever webinar was actually on Zoom. It was for a close group of my clients whereby I actually help them how to maximize and optimize their CPF that they're having right now, their available resource. I was able to actually advise them to how to maximize their current opportunity and optimize that in the current opportunities that we have. Okay, so if you're looking for retirement, you're looking for tips, you're looking for knowledge, and you're looking for actionable steps, this is actually the webinar for you guys. For those of you who are typing down, writing notes, right? I really want to say that you guys are successful people. Okay. And I want to share with you at the end of the journey. My passion is about wealth management. My name is Chen Kok, by the way. So those of you who know me, they know that my name is CK. And if let's say this is the first time you are hearing me, right? I just want you to type hi. Okay, so those of you who have already known me for a long period of time, just type hello. So I just know who you guys are, whether there's anyone new at the moment on Facebook. Okay, so if this is the first time you're hearing me, type hi. Those of you who have known me for a period of time, just type hello so I can just know who is there. And I just want to say a big hello to all of you today. Okay, so that's about for myself. And if you stay until the very end, okay, I want to review to you the framework whereby I can actually share with you how to live the life you want during retirement. Okay, so stay until the end, you'll be getting a free resources. Okay, hi Diana. Hello Diana. Hello Carissa. Yep. So let's move on. Okay, so this is basically this is me. Oh, hi Jasmine. This is the first time I'm meeting you as well. Hello Inshen. Oh, hello Hui you're here. Okay, so basically this is me. My name is Chen Kok. My friends call me CK. I'm an associate financial consultant. I work with AIA, so I hold a double major in mathematics and economics. I'm a trainer of multiple investment courses. ranging from investment, ranging from options, and all onto wealth management as well. I'm also a founder of Wealth Dojo. I'm a co-author of The Secrets of Value Investing. I'm a co-blogger at journeywithmoney.com. I'm also a property investor. I'm a co-founder of this podcast called All Your Decisions, and now this is a series of things that I really want to help you guys take certain actions. Whether those of you who are auditory, please go and check out the podcast. For those of you who like to read, okay, check out the blog. For those of you who like to watch like kind of like videos, right, you can actually check out my YouTube video. Okay, so that's all for that I want to share about myself lah. But I want to share with my financial journey. Once every year, right, my goal is actually I want to impact 1,000 people every single year. So in AIA, in Wealth Dojo, I really want to reach 1,000 people every single year because I realized that we are all in Singapore. And some of you, oh, by the way, if you're not from Singapore, right, just type for whichever country you're from. Okay, so this presentation most likely is going to be catered for Singaporeans. Okay, so if you have someone from overseas, I do have audience from US, from Canada who's reading my blog. So if you are from any of these countries, just type your country. I just want to say a hello to you. Okay, so my goal is really to impact 1,000 people every single year. And sometimes I go to schools. These are some of the schools that I've been to in NTU, in SIM, in Republic Poly. And so if you let's say have any connection with this school, my passion is really to share with all these young people how to start off their financial journey. Okay, so please link me to them. So sometimes I actually go on air at 89.3 or 93.8, whereby we're actually invited to talk about investment. Oh, hi Miko. So I know you're from Shanghai. Okay, cool. Welcome to Facebook Live. Okay, welcome to this session. Okay, and enough about myself. So these are a couple of countries whereby I actually go to share about my wealth management journey. From Hong Kong to Thailand to Malaysia, Singapore, USA, and Taiwan. So in for Miko, so if you're from Shanghai, if you need a speaker, okay, maybe not now, maybe in the future, if you need a speaker and you want somebody to share about wealth management or investment, just let me know. Maybe I can fly to Shanghai, say hello to you guys, or in the future, I'll just say hello to you when you come back to Singapore. Okay. So that's about it for myself. Today, I'm going to share with you a lot of things about how to really start off in your financial journey. Many times when we talk about financial journey, there are many concepts ranging from personal finance to budgeting to bank account to taxes to let's say even which energy provider I'll be getting to investment. There are many things in life whereby, or rather in Singapore, such that it's very hard for us to make certain decisions. So today, actually, what I want to share is I want to help you guys focus on a few things. Okay, today primarily will be try to maximize the available resources that you have in your bank account at the moment. Okay, so this is where I'm going to kickstart your financial journey. Today is the start of your financial journey. For some of you who are actually more advanced, so fast for some of you who are already investing, got great insurance, got a good legacy plan, you guys are way ahead. But today, I just want to bring everybody back to the start of the starting point. Which bank account to really choose? And my mission in life is this, is to empower every single one of you in your wealth management journey so that you can live the life of your dreams during retirement. Okay, so that's about it. Today is the last of the COVID-19 webinar series. And let's say if you have missed the above series, right, just go on to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, Wealth Dojo TV. You can actually re-watch how to undo common pains by one of the best chiropractors I've ever met in Singapore. If you want to know how to increase your employability in Singapore, check out Trevor's Ting's YouTube video. Is on my Wealth Dojo TV YouTube channel. Okay, cool. So today, basically what I'm going to share with you, right, two things. Today, number one, I'm going to share with you about how to identify the best saving account in Singapore. Okay, there are many saving accounts in Singapore. So could be ANZ, Bank of China, BEA, CIMB Bank, Citibank, DBS, HSBC, and so on. I just want to share, look at you guys, right? The 41 of you that are here right now, which bank account is your primary bank account? Okay, you don't need to tell me how much you have in your bank account. I just want to just take a look at which bank account that is more popular among the few of you guys. Okay, if you are using DBS as your primary bank account, type DBS. If you are using OCBC as your primary bank account, just type OCBC. If you're using RHB, just type RHB. I see it. Yeah, OCBC. Thank you very much. If you're using Standard Chartered, recently I saw a lot of people starting to use Standard Chartered, and I'm just going to share my own opinions about Standard Chartered in a moment of time. Okay, eBay, hi, OCBC as well. Okay, so Incheon has a very, very complicated structure. UOB, POSB, Standard Chartered, DBS, OCBC, Jasmine using OCBC. There's Huizhen UOB. Okay, Xia OCBC, Junxian DBS, Vanessa OCBC. Okay, many OCBC, many DBS. Hi Lucy, hi Peyton, BOC. Okay, hi Peyton, long time no see. Okay, Bank of China. Okay, so basically I just want to share with you, out of all these banks, there is actually an optimal bank that you can actually use to increase your interest in the bank account. Okay, so there are two sets of number in my slides. One is 37.5, one is 1547. For most people that I know, if they don't have a suitable saving account, on average they are getting around $3 for bank interest in their saving account. Okay, $3 of interest every single month is around $37.50 per year based on interest. But after identifying the best saving account for yourself, right, you can get up to $1,547. Okay, so you guys have a choice. If you choose not to do anything, or let's say you choose to stick to your bank of preference, is entirely up to you guys. And I understand that some of you, because you're working with certain companies, you have tied up with certain banks, and they might give you a certain interest. Okay, but let's say if you identify the bank account that is most suitable for you, right? This is the amount of interest that you can get. Okay, 1,005 really we can go to Korea, or maybe half the trip to Japan, maybe. Okay, so that is what I want to create for you just by identifying the best saving account for yourself. Okay, selecting the banks is very important. For me, I have a certain criteria when I look for investing, and even for banks. So for me, I look at Singapore banks. I prefer Singapore banks, and I prefer banks who are giving consistent or improving benefits. Okay, so in May, actually some of the benefits actually decrease. And for those of you in my Wealth Dojo group, right, you have actually seen what I actually shared with you guys on the version 3.1 already. So today is kind of like a recap. And I want to identify banks which are consistent, which benefits are consistent. They don't deprove very, very consistently. They are on track, they are on mark. Okay, that's what I want to do. And last but not least is the most important one. The requirements must be easy to meet. There is no point giving all the interest if it is so difficult to, if there is 9,900 steps just to get the interest. There is no point. Okay, so at the end of the day, the requirements must be easy to meet. Okay, so for those of you who are still there, I just want you to type easy. Okay, I'm going to make this easy for you guys. Okay, just type easy on the comments, and I'm going to share with you how to actually make this easy for you. Okay. So identification of the bank, basically at the end of the day, right, these three banks actually shine the most. That means all the BOC, UOB, DBS, these three banks, UOB, DBS, OCBC, actually shine the brightest when it comes to the best banks with the consistent benefits. And actually, I heard some of you guys share with me that is Standard Chartered not bad? And can you actually analyze Standard Chartered as well? So for today, I actually want to go one step further. I just want to share with you about my own opinions about Standard Chartered and why I think maybe it's not the most suitable maybe bank that I personally will use. Okay, so there you go. So for those of you who are in my Wealth Dojo group, right? Hello again. So today we are just focusing on this part on finding your primary bank account. Maybe a few years you need to change the primary bank account because of the changes. Most of the time, it remains the same. And for those of you who are not in my Wealth Dojo group, right, basically I share with my participant a tip whereby from $1,547 worth of interest, right, if you use my REF strategy, this can easily become 13,000 a year. Okay, which means around $1,000 a month using the REF strategy. But today we are not talking about this because it's very in-depth planning on how this REF strategy actually looks like. So we just want to go a little bit deeper on finding the primary bank account for yourself. Okay, so the primary bank, right? I'm going to talk about four banks and from OCBC, DBS, UOB, and Standard Chartered. So for OCBC, we are looking at the OCBC 360. Okay, so this will work if you have a salary, of course. So if you don't have salary, probably DBS will be more suitable for you, and I will explain to you why in a moment's time. So for OCBC 360, you can actually see this. They give one of the highest interest for the next $35,000, right? You credit your salary, they actually get 2.4%, okay, on your next 35,000. And for me, I'm going to look at two categories to compare. Because for me, I feel that there is this wealth element whereby if you invest or insure with OCBC, they give you more interest. To me, this is a very big dilemma for me. I want to save more money, but then now I need to spend more money to get that a bit of interest. I think it don't really make sense. So I'm just going to leave that part of analysis aside. Today, I just want to focus only on the salary and the spend part. Okay, so this is the OCBC system. Salary, you get this set of interest, and then when you spend using your credit card, this is the set of interest that they give you. Okay. And then when you look at the DBS multiplier, right, this one is interesting, right? For DBS multiplier, your income could be your salary or it could be dividends. So for those of you who are working and then when you get certain and your salary comes from check, it when you put money into your bank account, it doesn't show up as SAL, okay, or salary in your bank account. You might need to consider DBS multiplier because for dividends and for income, this one falls very, very nicely over, or if you have dividends, it adds up to the income part. Okay, for DBS, sorry, DBS multiplier, I'm looking at the income plus first category. Okay, so salary, income, salary credited plus dividend and credit card spend. The rest, I'm not really looking at it. So the green color box is actually what I'm actually looking at today. The next is UOB ONE. UOB ONE, basically the requirements are there. Spend more than minimum $500 every single month for 3 months, credit your salary. This is the set of interest that you will be getting. So oh yeah, and Standard Chartered. So Standard Chartered, very simple. Credit your salary. If $3,000 or more, you get 1%. And if you spend, depending on how much you spend, you get the prevailing interest. So I'm going to do the heavy lifting for you and do a summary. Okay, so this summary, if you want, you can do a snapshot, screenshot, or print screen, whichever. This is actually the summary of the four bank accounts. So if you can see, right, for OCBC, UOB ONE, and for Standard Chartered Bonus Saver, you really need to credit your salary to get that kind of extra bonuses. For those of you who are getting check, and if DBS multiplier might be the more suitable one for you because there is no credit, there's no requirement for crediting or salary inside. And if you're not a heavy credit card spender, OCBC 360 might be more useful for you because it is not necessary. But UOB ONE and Standard Charter, it is necessary. And this below is actually the summary of the interest you'll be getting. Okay, so right now you might be thinking, okay, I know this certain set of things, but if I have a certain amount of money, let's say $10,000, $20,000, which is actually more appropriate for me. Okay, so it takes time to really build up our income to increase the amount of money in our bank account. Okay, so what we want to do, right, is to maximize this amount of money in the bank account. So how do we do it, right? It's basically for us at the end of the day, we want to max out the entire account. So everybody, can you type max out? Okay, but before maxing out the account, right? If your portfolio is small, or if the amount of your amount of salary, if the amount of balance in your bank account is small, maybe a different account would be more suitable. And today, I just want to take three assumptions. Number one is this: your salary is 4,500. This is the mean salary in Singapore. Okay, Number two, expenditure. You spend around $1,600 worth of expenditure, and your credit card spend, you spend 50% of your expenditure on your credit card. Okay, so I'm just going to do a simple assumption because if everybody's situation is slightly different, so I'm going to take this as my assumption so that it's easier for us to actually compare throughout the board. Okay, thanks Diana, thanks Cheryl, thanks eBay, thanks Clarissa for replying Max out. Okay, really appreciate that. Thanks Zach as well. Okay, so putting things into perspective, if the amount of money you have in your bank account is less than $20,000, okay? If your amount of money that you have is less than $20,000, you don't need to tell me how much you have in your bank account. But based on my analysis for OCBC 360, DBS multiplier, UOB ONE, and the Standard Chartered bonus saver account, right? The UOB ONE account actually stands out the most. Okay, this is the amount of interest that you will have every single year. So let's say if you have $10,000 in your bank account, at the end of the year, right, you'll be actually getting $325 the entire year. So which is around $30 a month. $30 probably you can go eat out or maybe you can save it or something. But if you use another account like OCBC or Standard Chartered bonus saver, you get half of that. Okay, so by just understanding yourself, how much is in your bank account and so on, right? When you understand this, right, it becomes a lot clearer now that I have this, which bank account is actually more suitable for me. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's about suitability. So can you type suitability in the Facebook comment group? Okay, just want you to type suitable because that is the most important thing that I want to share with you today. It has to be suitable. Okay, let's go on to the next one. If you have 50,000 and above, so for those of you who have 50,000 and above, right, this the game suddenly shift. Okay, it shifts to OCBC 360 already. That is because on the second 35,000, right, OCBC 360 actually give 2.4%. So that is why the interest for OCBC 360 becomes higher than UOB ONE and the rest already. So for the OCBC 36, so for the DBS multiplier, sorry, DBS multiplier, I'm not putting any analysis over here because DBS multiplier, the maximum interest you can get on the first category is 25,000. So there's no way it's going to match up to the other accounts. So hence it is not there. So that's why it's only these three accounts are left. Okay, and OCBC 360 wins if your account is 50,000 and above. Okay. Last but not least is this, if you maxed out the account. So for different accounts, there are different limits. So DBS multiplier, as I mentioned already, maximum is $25,000. Okay, that's the maximum. So for OCBC 360 is 70,000, UB one is 75,000, and Standard Chartered bonus saver is 100,000. So when you see this, and you put things into perspective, when you max out the account, UB one wins slightly, okay, around $50 or so. Okay, so that is when you max out the account, this various account will give the appropriate interest depending on the type of depending on the situation that you are at the moment. So that is for interest only. Okay, when you want to max the interest, these are the accounts that you can consider. For small capital, UOB ONE. For medium capital, is really OCBC 360. And for maximize out is UOB ONE again. Okay, and my conclusion for you is this. At the end of the day, right, it's all about personality. Okay, can you just type personality in the comment because personality is the most important thing when it comes to a bank account. So I just want to share with you a story. I have a client who, after I share with them about these four bank accounts, right, at the end, then she decided, hey, UOB ONE is the most suitable bank account for her because it is the one that gives really the highest interest. Okay, and then so she went to apply for UOB ONE. She got the credit card. Her bank account is open, and that is when the trouble really starts. So for OCBC, right, actually is somewhat troublesome. Okay, so this is my own opinion, and this is her opinion as well. Okay, so if you have good experience with UOB ONE, that's fantastic. But I'm just sharing with you that for her, she finds it very troublesome although it is the most desirable if you want to have the highest interest, if that 50 or $60 excites you, right, UOB One is really the one for you. But there are many terms and conditions for eligible card spend. So there's a couple of tricks over here. You have to check your billing cycle, and on the website and on the web application, right, you don't get to see how much you spend on a monthly basis, and you need to check it out manually. And so you have to check your number one, your billing cycle. When is it billed from whichever day to whichever day? Number two, you need to manually write it down what you spend so that you don't miss out that amount of money. And the thing about UB One is this: you have to hit the thing for 3 consecutive months before you get that extra bonus. So if you miss one of the months, you're gonna miss that bonus interest at the end of the day, right? So personality really, really matters. Hi, Ellery. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so personality really, really matters. And if you're one that really want to go all out for the ROI, go for UOB One. But for myself, I like things to be fast, free, easily managed. I use OCBC 360 is the most desirable for me. It's very fast, free, nothing much lah. So you just put in a certain amount of money, and then I don't even need to do a credit card spend, and I just get the appropriate interest that it gives me. Okay, so at the end of the day, right, it really depends and boils down on personality. Don't go all out to chase the ROI. When you go out and chase the ROI, right, you're gonna make your life miserable, because at the end of the day, we want things to work for us. Okay, so I just want you to type, right, happy, because at the end of the day, right, dealing with finances, you really, really need to feel happy before you are encouraged on your financial journey. Okay, so just type happy. Okay, so that's the moral of the story that I want to share with you guys. But even though certain bank accounts actually give the maximum interest, but at the end of the day, if you want your life to be fun, if you want your life to be easy, fast, free, happy, maybe other accounts might be more suitable. Okay. And for those of us, some of you who likes the Standard Chartered bonus saver account, on all aspect, I think it is lacking. So, to me, I think that it's not a very good account lah. Okay, hi Julius, it's long time since I met you. Okay, so yeah, happy. We all want to be, or rather, I want to be financially happy, and I hope all of you can be financially happy as well. Okay, thanks, Junhui as well. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next part already. So the first part is really talking about which is the best saving account for you, which is the best multiplier account for you to max out your interest. Instead of getting that $37 every single year, this is a method whereby after understanding your personality, you beef it up to become 1,470 or 1,500. Okay, so I just want to do this for yourself, because to me, this is free money, right? This is free money when you don't even need to monitor. You put the money into your bank account, and at the end of the year, you become $1,500 richer. I mean, so why not? Instead of $37 richer, just by identifying the bank account that is suitable for you. Okay, so at the end of the day, happy. Okay, thanks all of you for replying.